today's Caribbean Corner webinar. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. So Hannah, you're up on the screen at the moment. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your prize is going to be today, please.
Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Hannah from Calabash Hotel. I'm the Business Development Manager here. I'm born and raised in Grenada, so happy to be working and serving on home ground. And our lovely prize today is 3 complimentary nights on half board.
Super, an awesome prize. So we're all going to be fighting over that one later. So thank you, Hannah, and welcome. I know this is the first webinar you've done with us, and we've also got Adele on who's going to join us shortly. Emil.
Hi, everyone. I am Emil Edwards, and I am from the beautiful island of Grenada. And I'm actually representing the Grenada Tourism Authority. And I hope I can get each and every one of you on this webinar to the island.
Oh, that would be awesome. Would enjoy that. So thank you very much, Emil. And what's your prize today?
Today, I'm giving away a £50 voucher.
Brilliant. Super. Thank you very much. And last but not least, we have got Nicole. Nicole, welcome. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. Hello, everybody. As Sarah said, I am Nicole Compton. I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for Trade at St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And I'm enjoying seeing so many familiar faces and to be back here with my Booking Rewards doing this webinar. And today I'll be giving away a £50 or the equivalent in your currency shopping voucher.
Super. Thank you very much, Nicole. Okay, so I believe that Emil's going to transport us first of all to Grenada to tell us a little bit about the island. So Emil, the stage is yours. Over to you.
Great. Let me share my screen here. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the island of pure Grenada. Now, what makes us pure, you said? We are peaceful, unadulterated, rejuvenating, and easygoing. But I can show you more than I can tell you. I have a small video here that brings you inside. That was just a teaser, guys. But of course, we have to think about how do we get to Pure Grenada. So right now we have 2 direct flights, one which is Virgin Atlantic, and they come on Monday and Friday, and they depart from London Heathrow. And we also have British Airways, which comes on Wednesday and Saturday. So it's a breeze actually getting to the island. Now, let's talk about our relaxed travel entry. As of 2 weeks ago, we now accept lateral flow tests or rapid tests. So it's literally easy to get to Grenada. We require all travelers to be fully vaccinated. So you just need to be fully vaccinated, and you need to have a negative rapid test or antigen test before you come to island. And of course, fill out our health declaration form. You can do it the same day and it gets approved. So traveling to Grenada is very easy. In our service sector, 95% of them are fully vaccinated. So the island of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique will do more than just capture your heart with its beauty. It will satisfy your craving for adventure, and you need to be at one with nature. Now, these beautiful islands, volcanic in nature and greener than you can imagine, contain all the thrills you're seeking in that tiny 133 square mile. Soaring mountains, meandering trails, bringing tropical flowers, playful monkeys, and awe-inspiring waterfalls. Our tranquil turquoise waters hugging shady coves beg to be discovered by kayaks or paddleboards. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique is not your run-of-the-mill packaged adventure destination. This is a place where you make adventure. Now, I really want to show you why we're so special. Now, we are 3 islands, 1 unique destination. I always tell people when you come to Grenada, you get a package deal because it's not only Grenada, it's Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. We are a geo-tourism destination, which means that we have tourism that sustains or enhances the distinctive geographical character of its place. Hence the reason why we have things like the Carénage. It focuses on our heritage, our aesthetics, culture, and the well-being of our residents. We have not only white sand beaches, but we also have black sand beaches, refreshing waterfalls, crater lakes, and sulfur springs. We have the lush tropical rainforests with exotic flora and fauna. This is the reason why we take part and we also win the Chelsea Flower Show most times. Of course, we have our safe community-oriented culture and we're bountiful vegetation. Now let's talk about Grenada, the mainland in particular. We're safely located outside of the hurricane belt. We're the southernmost of the Windward Islands. We have an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Of course, we're 133 square miles, 21 miles by 12 miles wide. And we have a population of 110,000 beautiful people. Carriacou, which is our sister island, is located 37 kilometers northeast of Grenada, with just about a population of over 8,000 beautiful people as well. Carriacou actually means the Isle of Reefs, and it's actually a Grenadine island. That's why Carriacou is considered the gateway to the Grenadines. They're rich in West African culture and big drum dancing. You still see the culture of the island permeating through the people, hence why we have traditions like boat buildings. We have the annual Carriacou regattas. They're known for their Shakespeare masque. We even appeared in Pirates of the Caribbean. To get to Carriacou is actually a breeze. You either take a plane, which is 20 minutes, or you take the ferry, which is about an hour and a half. I always advise people to take the ferry because most times you can see the dolphins jumping up from Grenada to Carriacou. Now, Petite Martinique is that other gem that sits there because we are a tri-island state. There's a population of 1,000 people. And what makes it so amazing is that they're a close-knit community and fishing is really a part of their culture. They're rich in boat building, of course, and they're known for the annual sailing regatta. Now, just to give you a little peek, we are a destination that is one, we're a romance destination. We have everything to offer and more. And I have a small snippet of that. Guys, I always say we have something for just about everybody, and I'll get into it. So what makes Grenada the perfect Caribbean destination? The island is rich in history and culture. we have an array of yearly festivals, which are carnival, sailing regattas, and more. We have a large network of nature trails, great for hiking, and which also great for nature lovers. We have amazing dive sites. Actually, we are the wreck capital of the Caribbean. We have the most natural wrecks in the entire region. Not to mention that we're 3 islands and 1 unique destination. We are also the world's first culinary capital. Our culinary experiences here are beyond measure. I always tell people that we hold the keys to unlock any palate in the world. We also have the world's first underwater sculpture park. We have the home of chocolate in Grenada. Here we have over 6 different chocolate factories. And they're all amazing in their own unique way. And we're very aligned with conservation. Now, just to give you an example of how we're rich in history and culture, we still have the forts and historic sites. We have things like Shortney Mass that happens around Carnival, and we have boat building traditions that still take place. So we're literally, the culture is literally weaved into the island, and you see it through the people. Now, just to give you an idea of our festivals, actually in May, we have our chocolate festival coming up. Remember, I just said that we are the home of chocolate. So from May 13th to the 18th, we have our annual chocolate festival. And this year we're having Spice Mass, which is August 8th to the 9th. Believe me, Spice Mass is like no other experience you've had in your life. I think one thing that makes us special as an island is that our Spice Mass contains Juve, which are one of those activities. And in Juve, we have Jab Jab. And Jab Jab is only native to Grenada. That's one of the main elements that makes our carnival so great. This year, we're also having our first Dive and Conservation Fest. Usually we used to have a dive week and a conservation activity. Now we've combined the two because, of course, as a destination, we are pushing conservation a lot. We are just more than sea, sand, and sun. Actually, we just launched our volunteerism program, and I'll tell you about it some more, and I have a video to show you. We also have Kayak Mass, which is Carriacou's Carnival, because, of course, we can't forget our sister island. And they have their own special way, which Carriacou's Carnival is usually the end of February, and it's an amazing experience. Now, let's just get into how are we special in terms of a destination, in terms of off-roading and connecting with nature, right? We have a wide network of nature trails, great for hiking. You can go river tubing in Balthazar River. You can kayak through the bays or the unprotected mangroves. You can ride the dune buggies. You can do an open back jeep tours with sun hunters, or you can do the ATVs. I think we have something for just about every kind of nature lover, even the thrill seekers. Now, let's talk about our Granite Forest and what makes us so special. Now, we also do hashing. So hashing is a much lighter form of hiking. Now, one hashing tradition that they always do is that at the end of every hash, you hash as a group, you actually drink your beer out of a boot. It's a form of christening you to the hash. Let's not talk about our hiking trails. Here we have our very own, I always say our Indiana Jones, which is Simon Green, and he knows the Granite Forest in and out. We use him a lot of the times to do expedition tours and hikes with groups. He's amazing, and he's the ethos of what we represent as a nature lovers destination as well. I don't want to get going too much about our amazing waterfalls. We have Annadale Waterfall, Seven Sisters, Concord, Rainbow Falls, Golden Falls. Just imagine going to a waterfall and the mud is golden brown. I think it's more about the experience, and I always say an experience should be accompanied by a good picture. So please, if you come to Grenada, don't ever forget your camera. Let's talk about water sports. mind you, we have some of the clearest waters in the Caribbean. Well, after all, we are the dive capital of the region. You can go kayaking, you can go river tubing, you can do the hobby cats, you can do so many things. You can go up Sandy Island, which is by Carriacou, and you can experience the crystal clear waters. You can swim beside the turtles in the sculpture park. I think we offered something just for about everybody. But as I said, we're more than just sea, sand, and sun. So here you can sail away to the cruise. You can do a savvy sunset cruise. And I always say it's such a good experience because you get wine and a platter. I personally prefer a mojito on these sunset cruises, but as you please. You can also go Godrive. And what makes Godrive so expensive is that, so amazing, sorry, is that they go island hopping. So you can stop off at La Luna to enjoy the sunset, or you can go up Ansler Roach to swim beside the turtles. It's all up to you. Now in the deep, let's talk a little bit about our dive, because this year, as I said, we're having our first Dive and Conservation Fest, and it will be amazing. Now, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique has over 50 dive sites between the three islands. We are the wreck capital of the Caribbean. We have diverse marine life and we have an extraordinary underwater sculpture park that we just updated, by the way. And I have a list of all our dive operators there, and attached to almost all of the hotels these dive operators operate out of. You can also do sport fishing with Gary from ESI. So we have more than anything you can imagine. Now, I had always advised people when you come to Grenada to visit either three of these spots. You can either go up to the Sulphur Springs. We have the regular sulfur spring, and we have a boiling sulfur spring. I call it a natural hot tub, because you're in that and the sulfur then is warm in the water and it rejuvenates your skin. And we also have Welcome Stone, and the view is amazing from Welcome Stone. You get to see the entire Livera area. Now, I did mention that we are the culinary capital of the world, right? We've been awarded that accolade by the World Food Travel Association. So I think we can do so much things. Just to give you a breakdown of some of our culinary experiences, you can do the culinary safaris, farm to table experiences with Chef Belinda Bishop. It's amazing because she does her farm to table experiences out of the tower. So it's great to actually see what you can cook. From it being on the plate, from it being a natural ingredients, and for you making your own dish. You can go chocolate making with Tri Island Chocolate Factory, and that's with Aaron Sylvester. I always tell people we are the home of chocolate. Just imagine making your own chocolate bar and putting your ingredients in that bar. Now, this was my chocolate bar I made here. I put marshmallows, almonds, and even some coconut in mine because I love coconut, to be honest with you. Not to mention you can go to afternoon tea at the Tower Estate. Now, what makes the Tower Estate so special with this afternoon tea is that they use the blue butter pea flour. Isabel Slinger, she's the owner of the Tower Estate, and she has an amazing experience there with that blue tea, accompanied by cucumber sandwiches and more treats. It's really special. And the Garden of Bay Leaf Tea Room is in Vincent's. So the good thing about it is that it's an extraordinary tea experience. We order an extraordinary culinary experience here on island, and we're worth it. Now, I remember telling you we're more than just sea, sand, and sun, right? So recently we've launched our volunteerism program. In Grenada, we really believe here that it's our duty to connect tourism with the community. So as such, one of the programs in our volunteerism programs is our Maristic Mountain program, and here I have a video of it.
So Maristic Mountain has this amazing 55 acres of complete rainforest estate, organic, natural environment. We believe that when you come to Grenada, there's so many things to explore and see, and you can come to Maristic Mountain and volunteer.
We do organic farming. Tourists could come in and enjoy themselves up here.
You can plant trees, you can pick fruits, you can harvest spices with us, and you actually give back to the island.
We have that great atmosphere. So I think it's a great place that tourists will love to be, and they will enjoy themselves as fully as you can be.
We have an awesome team of agriculture workers here at Mystic Mountain. When you come here, you get to connect with Mr. McIntosh and Mr. Richardson, and you leave here as a friend. You know, you become very close to people, and here will always be a home away from home, and you're always welcome back.
Welcome to Mystic Mountain. Come and join us in voluntary tourism.
So Mystic Mountain.
Guys, I don't know about you, but we offer so much, and actually you can find the link to that volunteerism program on our Pure Grenada page and see the other programs as well. Now let's talk about our hotel products here, because we have some amazing hotel products here that are each unique in their own individual way. And I actually have Calabash Luxury Boutique Hotel here, and they're actually on the call. So you get to see them and how much of an amazing product they are. We actually do a lot of farm trips with them. They have an amazing restaurant. They're really a nice product. I always tell people in Grenada, we have a product for each and every visitor, whether it's to the extreme end of luxury or they want something really luxurious and personalized like the Calabash product. So that's why we have Silver Sands, and Silver Sands actually has the longest pool in the Caribbean region at the moment. We have things that are most on a smaller scale and personalized, like the 473 Boutique Villa. And it's operated by Mark, which is the owner, and he has taken a piece of paradise in the western end of the island, and he has turned it into a boutique that you would love. We also have the lovely Spice Island Beach Resort that's located on the main tourism belt, which is Grandlands Beach, and it's known for its service and a restaurant, and it is an amazing product as well. We also have La Luna. The best part about La Luna to me, other than the rooms, are enjoying the sunset cocktails. Nothing beats that. We also have products like Monk Cinnamon, which is just located outside of Grandlands Beach. I always tell people the best part about waking up in Monk Cinnamon, and which I prefer, are the cinnamon suites. You have a big bay window and you just wake up to the breathtaking view of Grandlands Beach. I think nothing beats that. Sorry. Guys, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. And here we have our social handles in case you want to follow us on social media. Great.
Super. Thank you very much, Emil. Great presentation. There's a few questions that have come in for you, so we'll do those towards the end, or you can answer them in the Q&A as we go along. So now you've seen the island of Grenada, you've seen what you can see and do, and now we're going to see some hotels. Well, we're going to see some hotels. We're going to see the hotel. We've got Adele and Hannah. Say hello, Adele and Hannah. Are you there?
Yes, I am here. So I am going to quickly show you one of our suites, which is one of our deluxe suites. So I'm in at the moment, and then I'm going to hand over to Hannah, who's just going to show you quickly the beach down at the hotel. So I'm going to flip this camera around. Right. I should have wiped my screen a little bit. Hold on a second. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. So this is the entranceway to one of our deluxe suites. There's a living room here. I'll take you through to the bedroom and bathroom here. And that door down at the end here, there's a wet bar, and it also connects to the suite opposite. So it's the same duplicate. So it makes it a 2-bedroom suite or interconnecting suites. So this is the bedroom area. So we've got lovely king bed with a fab view out, which I'll show you in a moment. The closet is just in here. And then we have, hopefully I'm not going too fast, the bathrooms, which have all recently been renovated. So we did these, I believe it was in 2018, so not too long ago. So here is that lovely view outside. You can't actually see it because it's a bit glary on the on the camera. But this is where you can have breakfast every morning if you'd like to. You also have the option to have it on the beach, which Hannah's going to show you as well. And then we have this stunning view over the property. and the beach is just there, so very close by. So I'm going to hand over to here. So we've got 30 suites in total, all facing pretty much with the same view over the gardens down towards the beach. So Hannah's there, so I'm going to hand over.
Hi, well, I think you've seen enough of my pretty face, so I'm just going to flip my camera. And so basically you'll see I'm picking up from where Adele left off, showing you the exterior view of the garden and the suites. So we have from the deluxe suites where she was, this is our yoga pavilion. We have some lawn games as well, shuffleboard, bocce ball. From the deluxe suites to the far right, we move into the pool suites on the ground floor, junior suites on the upper floor. And we have our infamous Rhodes restaurant, well known for its excellent cuisine internationally. We have our spa and pool over there, and then we have west side suites that lead to a lovely white sand beach. So I'll just give you a closer look. We have lots of lounges, so nobody has to fight for any early in the morning. The lounges are only for our in-house guests, so they can just head down to the beach once they're finished with breakfast, or move from their table from breakfast, because we do, as Adele mentioned, offer breakfast on the beach. So it can either be in the restaurant. This morning it had to be because we had a light shower, but you can also set up a table right on the beach. So you'll have an actual toes in the sand experience. Now staff are just doing the switch over from breakfast to lunch preparation here. Okay, and to the far left over there, we have our water sports as well. So here we have our uninterrupted views of the bay. So once you're dining at the beach club, this is what you'll see. I couldn't imagine a better view. I don't know about you. And that's it. Back to you.
Can we see the pool, Hannah?
So it's it's a bit of a walk away. Do we have time?
Yeah.
Okay, one moment.
Stay live so we can see the view. So these are the rooms in the distance.
Sorry, yes, these are quite close to the beach. So just a few steps away.
Very beautiful. It seems to have so much space as well.
Yes, even when the hotel is full, it never feels like it because there's so much space for our guests to spread out. Nobody's piling on top of each other.
Yeah.
Sarah, I can personally attest, Calabash is beautiful. And Hannah is only showing us a peek inside to this resort.
Yeah, well, I wish we had more rooms to show you, but of course that's the price of having a full hotel, so it's not a bad thing at all.
Just that scenery is just amazing.
Yeah, and the sun has come out really nice today, so it's great background. So this is the spa here.
Beautiful.
We have 2 treatment rooms and a nail room and some excellent masseuses, some of the best on the island. Our gym is up there as well. As I mentioned, we had a bit of rain, so some of the cushions are up, but here's our main pool.
Wow.
So this is the amazing view that you enjoy when you're up here. We have these pretty cool lounges, keep you shaded while you're tanning at the same time.
Amazing. No, that's beautiful. It was certainly worth the walk to come and see it because it's lovely. So thank you very, very much for that, Hannah. Much appreciated.
My pleasure.
So thank you very much. So now we've seen the Calabash Luxury Boutique Hotel in Grenada as well. So a big thank you to yourself and to Adele. We're now going to take a short little flight across to St. Lucia. Nicole.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so hello again, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We're actually quite privileged to be on a webinar with Grenada because the 2 islands are a perfect twin center holiday. So if you do have any clients who want to explore the Caribbean while they're in that part of the world, they should definitely consider twinning us with Grenada. Now, St. Lucia is very unique. We are the only country in the world to be named after a woman, which is why we say, let her inspire you. Let this beautiful, lush green woman inspire you to come and visit, and hopefully she will inspire you to inspire your clients to visit us as well. She is home to a UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Piton Mountains. These are our 2 twin peaks, 2 volcanic peaks, which tower above the Caribbean Sea. We're fortunate enough to be surrounded by both the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean, so you get some of the most amazing views from all over the island. She's very green and very lush, and even the transfer around the island, you'll be weaving and bobbing through the rainforest as you transfer from the north to south of the island, or as you head down into the more natural parts in the southwest coast of St. Lucia. She has various different bays. One of my favorite bays is the Marigot Bay area located on the west coast. This bay has actually been described as one of the prettiest bays in the Caribbean, and this picture definitely does not do it justice. St. Lucia, just like all the Caribbean islands, being surrounded by water, we have some amazing beaches. And we're also fortunate enough, like Grenada, to have both golden and black sandy beaches as well. And that's because we are a volcanic island. We are home to the Caribbean's only drive-through volcano, which I'll tell you a little bit more about in a little while. And here's that black sandy beach that I mentioned. We've got beautiful waterfalls as well, dotted all over the island. And some of, I find some of the most amazing days would be chasing waterfalls, where you get to visit many different waterfalls in one day. St. Lucia is very rich, has a very rich history and culture. She was actually 7 times British, 7 times French. So you can actually see that a lot around the island, some of the place names, our Creole culture, our Creole heritage. This area on the screen right now is actually Pigeon Island National Park. This is where the British were stationed when they were fighting for St. Lucia with the French. They would spy on the French in the neighboring island of Martinique. Later on, this island was actually joined to St. Lucia, which is why it is called our national park. We host various different events there throughout the year. Our jazz festival every year is held there, carnival events, etc. So it's one of our main hubs for all of our activities in St. Lucia. And she also is home to various different yachting amenities. So if you have any clients who are into yachting, or they have their own yacht and they're sailing around the Caribbean, we've got the Marigot Bay area and also the Rodney Bay Marina as well, where they're able to dock their boat and all the different yachting amenities are available for them. In terms of transferring around the island, we do have traditional road transfers available, but we also have air and sea transfers as well. So you can do a ferry transfer and that can dock at any of the marinas or bays, or if any of the hotels have their own yachting strip, and they can definitely dock there for you as well. And you can also do a helicopter transfer between the north or the south of the island, or also a tour around St. Lucia. Now, St. Lucia is more than just your typical fly and flop destination. You can definitely do that if you want to, but if you're looking for an island where you can get out and try a lot of different activities, we're definitely one to consider. We have a range of activities available, from ziplining through the rainforest, aerial tram tours. You can also visit the drive-through volcano and do a tour of the volcano. And one of my favorites is having a sulfuric mud bath, where it makes you come out looking 10 years younger, like they say. We find that a lot of people tend to pair a sulfuric mud bath with one of our waterfall tours. The heat of the mud bath and then the cooling of the waterfall just really helps to rejuvenate and relax the body and the mind. You can do some Segway tours as well. We do have jungle biking available, ATV biking. Because we are really green and lush, we do take advantage of the rainforest area that we do have. So we try to utilize that as much as possible in the various different activities that we offer. Bird watching is very big for us as well. We have over 76 species of birds in St. Lucia. 7 of them are actually endemic to the islands. They're only found there. And that does include our national bird as well, the Jaco parrots. With land activities, we have a range of water activities as well, from kayaking to sea helmet trek to diving, snorkeling, also whale and dolphin watching as well when that's in season. If you're looking to learn a little bit about our culture and community, I'll definitely recommend the Castries Market. And there you can find a lot of our spice market, our fruit and veg market as well, and also a lot of souvenirs that are locally made in St. Lucia, which you can bring home for yourself and for your friends and family. Leading a little bit on to food, we do have some delicious cuisine available, from fine dining in some of our hotel restaurants, and also local food at some of our independent restaurants as well. The image on your screen is our national dish, which is a combination of green bananas and salted codfish, which is stewed up and served in with a cucumber relish salad. Now, we also love chocolate in St. Lucia, and we have various different areas where you can do chocolate making experiences. This one, for example, is called Project Chocolat, which is by Hotel Chocolat. They do have a cocoa plantation in St. Lucia, where you can do a tree to bar experience, where you learn all about the history of chocolate and starting off as a plant, and also make your own bar of chocolate as well. We also love rums, and probably one of my favorite is heading to the distillery in St. Lucia, where you get to try every bottle of rum that we make on island. And we also show you how we produce these rums as well. Some of our signature brands are our Chairman's Reserve, the original, and also the spiced rum, which are also both available to purchase in the UK. So if you've been to St. Lucia, tried our rums and you love it, you can get the Chairman's Reserve original in Sainsbury's, and also the spiced rum is available in Waitrose. We are known as the romance capital of the Caribbean because we have no residency, so you can get married within being an island for a few hours by applying for a special marriage license. If you have a little bit more time, you can get a standard marriage license as well, which just takes a couple of days. So it couldn't be easier to get married in St. Lucia. And the best thing about getting married with us is that you can have your honeymoon straight after. We are the 2021 winner of the world and the Caribbean's leading honeymoon destination. We've actually won both awards for the last 3 consecutive years, and each for around 12 to 13 times each. So it's something that we're very proud of. And it definitely goes to show that when people think of romantic occasions, honeymoons, weddings, baby moons, anniversaries, they definitely consider St. Lucia as one of their top choices. In terms of accommodation, we have a diverse range available for you. And this map just gives you a little idea where our accommodation is located. We utilize all of our West Coast for our accommodation properties. That gives you the amazing Caribbean Sea on the west side. And St. Lucia is actually so diverse that you can actually do a twin center within the same island. The north of the island from Rodney Bay, Cap Estate area is very different from Soufrière, for example. Soufrière is very lush, it's very green, very pristine. So you can actually twin two hotels on island, the north and the south, and get two very different experiences in one. We have everything available from your all-inclusive free-wall properties where you get the beautiful view of the Piton Mountains to smaller boutique properties, villas, inns, apartments, Airbnbs. There's definitely something for everybody's taste and everybody's budget. We are happy that we're going to be kicking off our year-round of events this year, where traditionally we have a jazz festival that takes place every May. And we have a carnival that takes place in July, a Roots and Soul Festival at the end of summer in August, September, Arts and Heritage Festival in October, where we celebrate that rich Creole heritage that we once had. The Atlantic Rally for Cruisers, which takes place every year, and we were fortunate enough to still be able to host that throughout the pandemic. And also our Girls Lay Street Party, which traditionally is every Friday in St. Lucia. This year, we will be kicking off with St. Lucia Carnival, titled the Vax Mass, where we'll be welcoming all vaccinated people to St. Lucia to participate in Carnival. Just a little recap why St. Lucia, because she's got a picturesque background of that lush green Piton Mountains and also the rainforest, that rich history and Creole culture, the abundance of activities available for everyone, the delicious cuisine from fine dining to our local favorites, diverse accommodation from between the north and the south of the island, and also our year-round calendar of events. Just a couple of useful facts for you. We have direct flights out of the UK from both London Gatwick and London Heathrow with Virgin Atlantic, British Airways and TUI. We do have direct flights out of the US with American Airlines, Delta, out of hubs like New York, Miami, Atlanta, just to name a few, and also from Canada as well, out of Toronto. We have two airports in St. Lucia. Our international airport, where all our flights from the US, UK, and Canada fly into, is in the south of the island. And we've also got a domestic regional airport in the north of the island as well. So if you have any clients who are looking to island hop, they would fly out of the domestic airport in the north of the island. Now, because of St. Lucia's terrain, she's very hilly and very mountainous. The transfer between the north and the south of the island can sometimes take you anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours by road. However, we do have that ferry and that helicopter transfers available as well, which does cut out a lot of that time for you. We have tropical all year round weather, from temperatures ranging from mid to high 20 degrees Celsius. We technically do have two seasons. Our rainy season is from June to November, dry season is from December through to May, but even during the rainy season, we get what we call liquid sunshine, because it's what helps us stay nice and green and lush in St. Lucia. British passport holders and American passport holders actually do not require a visa to travel to St. Lucia. All that we ask is all visitors, your passport must be valid for the time that you're in St. Lucia for. And just to give you an idea of the currency rate, our main currency is the Eastern Caribbean dollar, but we do accept the US dollar as well, island-wide. Now, as we and the rest of the world are just getting over the last couple of years, we have just changed our COVID requirements. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I mention this in today's webinar for you. So as of last Saturday, the 5th of March, we are accepting all fully vaccinated travelers to produce a negative rapid antigen test or a negative rapid COVID-19 PCR test 1 day before departure to arrive into St. Lucia, or you can still do a traditional RT-PCR test as well within 5 days. We do accept fully vaccinated and unvaccinated visitors to St. Lucia. Unvaccinated visitors must still produce a COVID-19 PCR test, which is done before within 5 days. And you must also complete an online registration form and upload your documents there, but travel is not required for boarding. All you do is your test, you upload, and you travel. One last thing that we ask is that everybody completes a health screening form, which can also be found on our website. If you have any further questions as well on our COVID requirements, definitely head over to our website, stlucia.org/COVID-19, and all the details will be there for you. Or I will share my details at the end as well, which you can contact me anytime to ask any questions. I am here for you to support you. For those who don't know, we do have an online training program. This is the UK version of our online training program, StLuciaExpert.com. But if you do require the US and the North American training program, because they are two separate ones, definitely reach out to me and I can share that with you. We do amazing rewards throughout the year. And we also invite everybody to log their bookings there, as well as on My Booking Rewards, because we do our separate incentives as well for you. And this is how you can stay connected with us on all our social media handles. My email address is on the screen. So if you'd like to contact me at any time, if you have any questions, I'm always readily available for you. I hope that I've inspired you to send your clients to St. Lucia and to also visit St. Lucia yourselves. And if you are visiting soon or you'd like to visit, definitely reach out and we can see what we can offer for you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Nicole. Sounds awesome. I didn't realise a big contrast in the two different parts of the island. So that's very, very interesting to hear. We do have a couple of questions that have come in. And we have, Emil, you may not know the answer to this one. Air Canada have cancelled the flights across to Grenada. Do you know why that would be?
Air Canada cancelled a lot of international flights when there was that last breakout. I do believe they're in talks to get those flights going back again. So hopefully they should be up and running very, very soon. But you can also transit through Miami to get to Grenada, because we have an American Airlines flight that's run there that operates three times a week. Or you can also travel to New York and get that JetBlue flight via JFK. I know Sunwing has not stopped operating from Canada, but hopefully let's get that Air Canada flight back on track soon.
Super, thank you very much. How much is the ferry to Carriacou, please?
The ferry to Carriacou is 50 US.
Ah, very cost effective.
Yes.
So the next question is on how can you organise tours from Grenada to Carriacou, and can you do it in the day?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Actually, people organize their tours to Carriacou. So you go up on the ferry in the morning. It leaves Grenada, which is the mainland, about 8 a.m. It reaches there at, let's say, 9:30 or 10, depends on how fast they go. Sometimes they slow down so you can actually see the dolphins and the flying fish beside the boat, actually, and you come back in the afternoon. So basically you get best of both worlds. So you go to Carriacou, you might go to the Boggles Reef, you might go dive. Gary Ward operates the dive operator shop up there, or you can even enjoy some of the Carriacou food. Some people want to go to Carriacou to experience the culture, so they might want to see whichever boat is building, or they just want to get immersed in the tradition of Carriacou. Mm-hmm.
Super, thank you very much. I don't know if you remember, but on the video, a lady was eating some fruit. Do you know what that fruit was?
She was eating some fruit. I think that was star fruit. If not star fruit, cocoa. Yeah.
Okay, super. What islands would you go to on the sailing festival?
What island would you go to on a sailing festival? Well, the sailing festival is between, so they're actually more than one sailing festival, actually. So there's the regatta and there's the sailing festival. So with the sailing festival, you would actually sail to Carriacou because it's stretched between Grenada and Petite Martinique as well. So actually, Petite Martinique is a 5-minute boat ride or less from Carriacou. So you would be between the three islands.
Okay, super.
Mm-hmm.
If you go mountain hiking, do you need a guide?
You actually don't need a guide. I suggest you take one because you can actually go to Mount Quaco or you can go to Mount St. Catherine, but there are actually tracks in Granatang Forest that are labeled and it's right there. So it's easy for you to maneuver. I always tell some people go with a guide because sometimes you might meet certain trees or certain sites and he can explain the history and the culture and how we got there. That's why we have people like Simon Green or Teflo Bador. And Teflo Bador, the good thing about him is he has been featured on BBC, so he knows Grenada inside out. Actually, they say he's responsible for sculpting the actual map. So a guide is worth it sometimes, but I personally sometimes go hiking in Mount Quaco for myself. And up in Mount Quaco, there's actually a big rock at the top. You'll see a million names carved. Mine is there somewhere. So you don't need a guide.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Got a question regarding the turtles. Please, can you tell me, are people allowed to take photos of them and maybe touch them?
Yes,
in Grenada.
absolutely. Yes, you are. I always tell people in terms of dive, the best time to go to Grenada, it's summer because that's when they say the water is calmer. So from May to August. However, we experience 2 seasons, but to me, we always have calm waters. So in terms of transparency, Grenada is 50 to, we have 50 to 100% transparency. So literally it's worth it sometimes to the turtles. I always tell people you want a good turtle experience, you go up to Caracu, or sometimes you actually see the turtles when you're in the clear kayak off of BBC Beach. I remember seeing one there and putting my hand there. Or you can go to the sculpture park. There was a massive one. I've been there when I went there last.
Super, thank you very much. Hannah, are you available? We've got a question regarding tennis.
Oops. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, is tennis available at night at the hotel?
Yes, our tennis courts are floodlit. And we provide
super.
rackets and tennis balls as well.
Okay, super, that's really good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Nicole, is St. Lucia open for Canadians?
Yes, it is. We just welcomed back WestJet back in December. So yes, it is open for Canadians. And we can't wait to welcome them again.
Super. And Nicole and Emil, this is for both of you. If a client books an all-inclusive, do we have any resort fees or taxes or anything to pay when they get there? Is there any local taxes or anything?
Nicole, I'll let you go first before I answer.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we do have a resort fee that gets included, and it's like a tourism tax. It should be in place now. They started off just before the pandemic and they stopped it, but that would be paid on resorts upon checking out of the hotel.
Okay, super.
And for Grenada, no, that there is no extra fee. So whatever you book as an all-inclusive, it's included in that package. So like Royalton, they have all-inclusive packages. Sandals, they have all-inclusive packages. So when you come there, you can just enjoy without the worry of having to pay an extra fee.
Okay, super. Nicole, do you have a recommendation if you've got a family that are wanting to go to St. Lucia? What would be the sort of the best options?
Ooh, I could list so many. Royalton would be a choice. It would be an amazing choice. Somewhere like Bay Gardens Beach Resort, the Landings. If we head down into the south, those are in the north of the island. If we head down to the south into Soufrière, I would say Sugar Beach is also an amazing choice for families as well. There's a lot to do and there's kids club, etc. But if anybody wants me to send them any, I can send some digital brochures out for some of the hotels I mentioned as well. You can definitely email me and I'll do so.
Yeah, Coconut Bay also
and
great
Coconut
for
Bay, yes,
families,
yes.
big water park and
yes,
facilities there
amazing,
as well.
yeah.
Super, thank you very much. Nicole, are there any new hotels coming soon? That's a good question, Sandra. I like that one.
Yes, we do have a few. So it was released about 2 weeks ago that we have Cabo St. Lucia. It's going to be a golf resort that is coming hopefully by the end of 2022. We also have Castle Bay Beach Resort as well. That will be coming along the East Coast. So it'll be taking more of the Atlantic Ocean, but it will be all inclusive. So you'll able to do various different activities on the East Coast. Because as I mentioned before, we don't have many hotels on the East Coast. It's mainly the West Coast for the Caribbean Sea. But we are looking at redeveloping the East Coast and just making St. Lucia a 360-degree island for everybody. And also Marigot Bay Resort has been, is now part of the AM Resorts brand. So that will soon be changing to Zoetry as well. So even though it's not a new resort, the brand and the ethos will be new. So it will be something exciting to come.
Super. We've got agents that want the US training information. So what I will do is I'll send the follow-up and then everybody will be copied in. So Nicole, Emil and Hannah will all be copied in. Just reach out to them and let them know you want the copy of the training. But also you'll receive the names of anybody that's put the question in and asked. So you'll be able to do that.
Thank you.
Nicole, please say hello to Richard Moss for me.
I will do. He's our sales and marketing manager for the US, but I will. Thank you.
Okay. We've got requests for digital brochures as well. So again, same basis. You'll be able to see these in the question and answers when I send them over. Michael's asked, Nicole, is Cap Mason Hotel in the north of St. Lucia a nice choice for honeymooners?
Yes, it is. It is an amazing choice. And one of my favorite things about that hotel is the culinary. They have one of the finest dining in St. Lucia. They've got a little bit just off the hotel called Rock Maison, which is perfect for romantic private dining proposals, which has like a little basket on a zip wire that they can just wheel a basket of champagne and some chocolate covered strawberries and stuff down for you. So it's a great option for honeymooners.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So we've had a lot of questions today. So I'm going to finish there because we've run out of questions to ask, but I'm sure that people will be reaching out to you with more questions. Okay, so now we get to the time of day where we see who's been listening. So if everybody can make sure that they go to chat and make sure that the drop down is everyone. And then what's going to happen is every single person on this webinar today is entered into our Spin to Win prize draw. However, if you answer the question correctly, you will be entered 10 times. So you do get a good chance of winning more than those that are not the first person to answer. However, saying that, last week, yesterday's webinar, I think one person that did the spin that got the first answer won and 2 other people didn't. So not to say that you won't win, but just let's go and see. So Nicole, remind us what your prize is and then fire away with your question, please.
Okie dokie. So I will be giving away £50 or the equivalent in your currency. So if you're in the US or Canada, that'll be about $60 or so of Amazon gift voucher. And my question is, what is the name of our UNESCO World Heritage Site? Do I pick a winner or no, I don't.
I think people are still typing. Okay,
Yes,
I'm going to give you the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is the pitons.
So does it have to be the pitons or is pitons okay?
I will accept just pitons.
Okay, so the first person that said pitons is Rachel Rowe. So you're entered 10 times into the Spin to Win. So thank you very much, Nicole and Emil.
Guys, we're having a festival this May. I said we are the home of. What festival are we having?
Oh, we've got lots of different answers here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. What's the answer?
We're having the chocolate festival because we are the home of chocolate.
Ah, okay. So the first person was Sherry Palmer. So just writing your name down. So you was the first person with the correct answer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. And Hannah.
Sorry, it's a bit windy right now.
Has the rain come or is it still dry?
It's still dry. It's still nice and sunny and beautiful.
Super. Remind us what your prize is and then fire away with your question, please.
Okay, so we are offering a 3-night complimentary stay on Half Board. So Half Board gives you breakfast and dinner daily. And question is, how many suites do we have at Calabash? Seemed too easy.
Okay, do I need to ask for that one? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, what's the answer?
We have 30 suites.
30. So Kate, you is the fastest finger there. So you are entered 10 times. So a big thank you to Nicole, Emil and Hannah for the fantastic presentations today. These guys are trade friendly, everybody. So keep supporting them, keep sending them your bookings. They're also available if you have any questions whatsoever. And there's nothing more important in this day and age than to have somebody that you can speak to. These are your guys. So a big thank you to you for all coming on. It means a lot to us and we do learn a lot from the presentations, and a big thank you to all of the trade. Thank you for joining us. I know you're busy, but hopefully it's an hour well spent. So a big thank you, everybody, and we will see you all
Thank
next
you for having
week.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you for
everybody.
joining.
Bye.
Bye.